Hey Cancer, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve. Today we are going to look at some form of them and you. And it's kind of like a choice or two different paths, just looking at two different paths. And I have pre-pulled an oracle card for you. And Cancer, you got Bride in a Cage. Now, what I'm getting from that is that there's some form of escape, and you're trying to figure out the best way to get out of the cage. So we're going to look at them and we're going to look at you, and hopefully this will help you out. All right, so them. Okay, so we have the World here, and I feel like they are the ones that are keeping you in the cage. It's like they feel as if they are some kind of guardian over you or something. So the question here is, do you go through them to get released, or do you come up with a new way that's your way through you? So what's going on inside of them is the Three of Cups. So I feel like they do have some kind of assistance here. It's weird. It's like they have some kind of cohorts or friends or compadres that help them kind of reinforce this cage. So what's going on outside? We have the Lovers. I feel like this is a display. This is kind of tricky, Cancer, because on the outside, it looks like there's this display that everything is copacetic, but really on the inside, there are, like they have, I don't know, it's weird. It's like they've got inside help to reinforce this cage, and what you're trying to do is break free from that cage. So the action that they must do to keep this cage intact is the Page of Wands. Oh, they're gonna have to think of a new way. Okay, that's actually good news for you, Cancer, because excuse me, you have the key, I believe. You have the key to unlock this facade, and you are bound to figure out a way to get, to break free. So in order for them to keep the cage intact, they're going to have to come up with some kind of new way. To do it. I feel like you're on the verge of figuring it out. Well, let's look at you. Let's look how we see them, what's around them. Now let's look what's around you. So this one really wanted to come out. So it is the Six of Wands. This feels very like Artemis or Sagittarius, like with that bow and arrow. There's something squirrely about the arrow, though. It's all curled. It's curled at the end, which is telling me it's not a straight shot. And I mean, it's obviously it's very dark. This is a very dark deck, right? So it's very dark, but there's there is a hood. There is some kind of disguise. So there is some kind of stealth measure. So you're aware that in order to break out of this cage, Cancer, it's not it's not going to be a straight shot. You're going to have to maneuver somehow. You're aware of this. So what's going on inside of you? We have the Page of Pentacles. And whenever I get this card, it just reminds me of this timepiece. It looks like a watch or something, like a really elaborate watch. But what's really cool is like all of these pentacles, these pentagrams, every moment right here on the clock, the watch is a pentagram, which is a symbol of protection. So Cancer, inside, and this is inside of you. So you need to know, Cancer, that you do have protection, as long as, now again, like this does look like a watch, but it also looks like a sword, which can very well be an ode to this sort of truth here. So as long as you remain true to yourself, you are protected. Now I do see the Gemini symbol here, so there is some kind of duality at play. But I think that Gemini energy is related to this here, the Lovers, because it's that play like, oh, everything's fine, everything's great, everything's perfect, but it's not really, you know what I mean, because you're in a cage, right? So there's that. Now outside of you, ooh, Jupiter. We have the Seven of Swords. Again, it's another sneaky card. So we have two somewhat sneaky cards here, Cancer. And you're gonna have to do some shit on the down low, it looks like, if you want to get out of this cage. And this cage can be many things. It's whatever it is for you, right? But it's not a straight shot. Their maneuverability is required. Being true to yourself is required. And that's how you regain back what is yours. And what is yours is really you, right? So what action do you need to take? Even though I feel like we already have hints at what you need to do. Really? So we have the Ace of Swords. That's kind of what was hinted at here. That truth, right? And again, this Ace of, like, look, it's not a straight shot. There are maneuvers. You're gonna have to maneuver around to get to the key, or to the key. Oh my gosh, there's the key, right? You're gonna have to do some maneuvering. Just like this arrow here is squirrely at the end. It's not a straight shot. Neither is this action that you're taking. Very cool. And what's also cool is for some reason, there's a number 73 up here, and that's a 10, right? That's a number of completion. So you can very well complete this task, Cancer. You have it in you to break free from this cage. Just remain true to yourself. And if you are going to choose between two paths, I wouldn't wait around for them to come up with another way to reinforce this cage. I would go this way for sure. But, this reading is for you, not for me. So, all right, here's your message. I'll see you later.